What's up guys, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch review for you. So today I am partnering up with Cirque Colors to bring you guys their brand new Howdy collection, and boy howdy is it a good one. Before we get into it, if you haven't heard of Cirque before, they are an independent nail polish brand that is based in the US. They are vegan, they are cruelty free, and they're also 10 free, meaning they are free of 10 of the potentially harmful ingredients that can be often found in nail polish. So they just recently released this new Howdy collection, which consists of 8 brand new polishes, all inspired by that classic Western aesthetic. And we have a really nice variety of finishes here. We have some creams, we have some shimmers, we have some holo, and we even have a couple of thermal color changing polishes. If you aren't familiar with color changing polishes, just so you know, I recently explained this in another video, but I like to show you guys the color change by dipping my hand in cold and hot water, just so you can see how it shifts based on whether it's hot and cold. But the polishes themselves don't actually require any water to activate. It really just depends on the temperature of the air or your skin. So I'm just doing that as a way to trick the polish into being different colors. So you don't actually need water for that. I just like to clear that up because a couple of people have been confused about that. But anyway, let's just jump right into the swatches and then I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about pricing, availability, and all that good stuff. So roll footage. So as with all of my swatch and review videos, I am going to be using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail and prevent any stains. Today it's the Cirque base coat, so I'll link it down below. So we'll start off with the creams. This first shade is called Tumbleweed, and it is such a beautiful, soft, dusty green shade that has a little bit of this yellowish undertone to it. And let me tell you, as a person who has single-handedly eaten 2 avocados in the last 2 days, this is really the color of the inside of an avocado. And the formula was shockingly impressive. I mean, I know Cirque has good cream polishes, but this is such a light color. I really thought it was going to be a 3-coater on me, but it ended up being 2. It was super creamy, super self-leveling, and it just has a really nice high shine. Next up, we have the other cream. The shade is called Renegade, and it is this super gorgeous bright green cream shade. And this one, as you can see, the coverage and opacity was just really impressive. I did do 2 coats for full coverage, but I was just really impressed. I feel like both of these shades are going to be really good for nail art. And side note, can we just appreciate that they have 2 incredible, very different greens going on in the same collection? I just really enjoyed that. But yeah, another really amazing formula. So on to the linear holo polishes. And these ones are actually pretty exciting because I don't know if you guys saw my review of their Smarties trio, but this is actually the same type of super holo formula. So in addition to having the linear holographic pigment in there, there also seems to be these little flecks of larger holo that just catch the light and make the polish look extra holo. So I really love that. This one is a light beige color, and it's just the really perfect mix between being a nude shade and being a bright colorful shade, so I absolutely love it. And the other of the 2 holos is Pony Up, and this one is a rich chocolatey brown linear holo, and again it does have all those little extra sparkles in there that just catch the light so beautifully. And look at this opacity. These are just very impressively opaque formulas we have going on here. Honestly, I feel like I could have gotten away with 1 thick coat, but I did end up doing 2. I always do like to do 2 coats for specialty finishes like this, just because it kind of adds a little bit more to the depth of the glitter and the shimmer going on in there. And this one is just super holographic. You can see all of those beautiful lines of holo, and it's another one that I really adore. Now moving on to the 2 shimmers, might I just say, by the way, I really love that there's like 2 of each finish going on in this collection. That's just a really fun little touch. But yeah, this is a sheer light pink jelly base that has this duochromy gold shimmer running throughout, as well as this subtle holographic sparkle running throughout. And I feel like I'm being a broken record here because I love the Cirque cream formula and I love the Cirque holo formula, but I really do love the Cirque shimmer formula. I just love that they make such unique color combinations that work so well. This really just looks like a summery sunset, so it's just so pretty. And then we have Wildberry West, and this one is a super warm reddish pink jelly base that has this super intense blue purple shimmer running throughout, as well as that subtle holographic sparkle, and I just can't tell you enough how much I love these contrasting shimmers. I love when a polish has a warm base and a cool shimmer. I just think it adds such a uniqueness to the color, and this one really just looks lit from within. It's so pretty, and it does cover my visible nail line in 2 coats. Keep in mind though, I do have short nails, so you might need a third for these shimmers. And then the last 2 polishes in the collection are actually thermal color changing nail polishes. So this first one is called Tequila Sunrise, and when the polish is warm, it is a yellow cream polish, and when the polish is cold, it is an intense red cream polish. Now, I usually like to do, just as a standard practice now for my thermal polishes, I like to wear them in 3 coats, because a lot of times when you're applying the polish, it might be cold in the bottle, but you want to make sure that you're accounting for whatever color is the lighter color, which is usually the warmer color. So just to make sure that I have full opacity when the polish is warm, I just always like to have that 3rd coat, but the formula here was really easy. It did give me really nice coverage in 3 coats, and you can see this beautiful color shift. So on the left we've got our warm water, on the right we've got our cold water, and you can see just how vibrant that color shift is. And I also noticed that when my nails are kind of room temperature, it almost creates this orangey color. I don't think this is technically a trithermal, but I do love that there's that sort of in-between color going on as well. So just really fun to play around with. And last but definitely not least, we have the shade Lone Star, and this one is another thermal cream shade. So when it is cold, it's this nice, deep, rich blue cream, and then once it's warm, it actually shifts into a lighter, less dusty blue shade. So again, I just wanted to do 3 coats to get that full coverage even with the lighter color. And I will say these thermal polishes actually dry exceptionally fast, but they're still very self-leveling, which I thought was impressive. So just making sure that all of my nail is covered up pretty nicely. And let me show you guys this color shift. So it's not as pronounced because we are working with the same color when it's hot and cold, but it's still definitely a lot of fun to play with, and you can really see the difference between that deep blue and that softer, lighter blue. So again, left we have the warm water and right we have the cold water, and you can see that shift really nicely. So here are all the shades together, and I have to say this collection really felt like Cirque showcasing all of their best formulas. I really love their cream formula. I really love their holo formula. I always wonder why they don't do more linear holos, but then I see their other finishes and remember that they just make a lot of really great shades. But yeah, I also love their shimmers, and I just really thought it was fun to kind of experience all different types of polishes within one collection and just have a cohesive theme running throughout, but very different types of colors. So yeah, definitely enjoyed these. I really enjoyed those color shifting ones, but honestly, I don't think I could even pick a favorite finish. These are all really good for me. So yeah, those are the polishes, and obviously I am totally digging them. I really appreciate having all of these different finishes while still being a pretty cohesive collection. I feel like lately I've been really into polish collections that have a lot of different stuff in them. I feel like I used to strongly prefer polishes where it was all the same type of finish in different colors, but lately I've just been really enjoying the variety, and I feel like that's a very fun thing, so I'm glad that Cirque has done it. So in addition to all of these new polishes, Cirque has also released some really fun nail charms as a part of this collection. So we've got the celestial charms in silver, and there are stars, there are little circles, and there are also crescent moons. So definitely a lot of fun to play around with those. Usually those sell out fast, so I would recommend grabbing those if you are interested in them ASAP. So in terms of pricing and availability, these polishes are all part of the permanent line from Cirque, so they are not limited edition. They come in the regular 11 milliliter bottles with the new cream colored caps, and the price varies based on the finish of the polish. So the creams retail for $12.50 USD each. The shimmers and the holographic polishes retail for $14 USD each, and the thermal color changing polishes retail for $16 USD each. So I will link all of that down in the description so you can check those out if you're interested. We also have those celestial star charms, and those retail for $5 USD each, so I'll link that down below as well. One other quick exciting thing that I saw on the Cirque website is they now have this really fun style quiz. So it's basically just a personality quiz that helps you pick out your your ideal nail color or your ideal type of nail art. It's especially fun if you're like stuck in a rut or something, and I personally love doing these quizzes. So if you are like me and you're just sometimes just searching for inspiration and you need something that's kind of fitting your mood but you're not really sure what to do, they do have that style quiz, so I'll link that down below as well so you guys can check that out. But yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. What do you think of the new collection? Are you planning on picking any of these polishes up, or have you already? Which polish is your favorite, and also which finish is your favorite? What are you most excited to see from Cirque? Let me know in the comments, we can chat about it. If you enjoy my swatch and review videos, please give this one a thumbs up. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. Huge shout out to my Cosmic Admirals on Patreon, Amanda M, Braxton Scott, Rainbow J, and Jessica Taylor. I really appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Today's fun fact question comes from Patreon supporter Just Me, and Just Me wants to know, how is fall different as a season now versus when you lived in Atlanta? So if you guys didn't know, I actually was born and raised in New Jersey. However, I did live in Atlanta, Georgia for like 4 years, and then I actually moved back to New Jersey in 2018. And it is really funny how you don't realize how different things are in different states until you are out of your home state. But definitely one of the biggest things for me was the seasonal differences. I feel like New Jersey is very standard. I don't know if it's standard, but I mean, we have all 4 seasons, and you can definitely tell which season that you're in. It's like cold in the fall, it's snowy in the winter, it's warm and flowery in the spring, and then it's hot in the summer. When I lived in Georgia, I felt like, even though obviously, you know, people who are born in Georgia are definitely cold in the fall and winter, I felt like the temperatures were just not that cold for me because I was so used to New Jersey temperature. And I definitely remember like being in like the apartment pool in like January and February. And I just want to say really quick, I'm not judging anybody for being especially cold or hot. I know if I went up to like Canada or something, I would be freezing probably all the time. But yeah, I did think it was interesting how like what constituted as cold enough weather for people to like break out a jacket or even like a very big winter jacket. Because when I lived in Atlanta, I actually didn't even have a winter jacket because I just felt like it was never cold enough for that. And I also feel like even though I always considered New Jersey to be a pretty humid place to live, it was significantly more humid when I lived in Georgia. So the air is definitely a lot drier up here, especially in the fall, which I definitely appreciate because I straighten my hair and my hair would get frizzy very easily in Georgia. But yeah, it's interesting. Like a part of me wants to try living in other states because I think it's cool to see like how much can change based on like where you are geographically. And an even smaller part of me is curious to live in other countries, but I feel like I don't know if I could even handle that with my anxiety. Yeah, I don't know. A part of me also kind of wants to stay in New Jersey because I love the familiarity of it. I love the way that everything is because I grew up with it. Sometimes I wonder where I'm gonna end up, if I'm gonna stay in New Jersey, which I mean, I think there's a good chance I'll stay in New Jersey, but there's also a good chance that I'm kind of curious to try something else. So, all right, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.